Now shifting focus to today's other big story. Days after Pulwama suicide attack, Saudi Arabia has backed India against terror. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and said terrorism and extremism are common concerns of India and Saudi Arabia. He also said that Saudi is ready to cooperate with India against terror, which includes intelligence sharing. However, most importantly, he made no mention of Pakistan. The statement came after a Crown Prince closed-door meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Hyderabad House in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he and Crown Prince agreed that pressure needs to be built on nations sponsoring terror. He said Pulwama-like terror attacks pose a grave threat to the world. Remember, Salman's visit assumed significance amid heightened tensions between India and Pakistan in the aftermath of the Pulwama attack.
जहां तक एक्सट्रीमिज्म और टेररिज्म की बात है, जो हमारे कॉमन कंसर्न है कि हम आपके साथ हर तरह का कोऑपरेशन करेंगे, चाहे वो इंटेलिजेंस शेयर ही हो, और न सिर्फ भारत बल्कि सारे जो हमारे आसपास हैं सबके साथ मिलकर काम करेंगे, जो हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ियों के लिए भविष्य को सिक्योर करेंगे। हम आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं।
पिछले हफ्ते पुलवामा में हुआ बर्बर आतंकवादी हमला इस मानवता विरोधी खतरे से दुनिया पर छाए कहर की एक और क्रूर निशानी है। इस खतरे से प्रभावशाली ढंग से निपटने के लिए हम इस बात पर सहमत हैं कि आतंकवाद को किसी भी प्रकार का समर्थन दे रहे देशों पर सभी संभव दबाव बढ़ाने की आवश्यकता है। आतंकवाद का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नष्ट करना और इसको समर्थन समाप्त करना और आतंकवादियों और उनके समर्थकों को सजा दिलाना बहुत ही जरूरी है। साथ ही अतिवाद के खिलाफ सहयोग और इसके लिए एक मजबूत कार्य योजना की भी जरूरत है, ताकि हिंसा और आतंक की ताकतें हमारे युवाओं को गुमराह न कर सके।
Let me bring in at this point of time Sushant Sareen, former voice as far as the strategic affairs and Pakistan relations are concerned. Sushant Sareen, what do you make of the joint statement? There was a lot of hope. Prime Minister went himself with Dol Nagara to receive the Crown Prince. Did it fulfill the expectation? Pakistan was not mentioned in the joint statement.
No, clearly it didn't. And to my mind, as far as the joint statement is concerned, I think it's a lot of lip service which has been paid. After all, I don't think there's any country, perhaps Pakistan, leaving aside Pakistan, which will say that no, we should not fight against terrorism, that terrorism is a good thing which is happening. I think every other country, every civilized country in the world will talk about fighting against terrorism and pay homilies to this joint fight, talk about joint cooperation and all of that, which is exactly what the Saudis have done in this particular joint statement. So frankly, there is very little comfort coming India's way on this one. Secondly, I think I wouldn't even go after, the breaking of protocol by the Prime Minister, or his tendency to hug everybody whom he comes across, or even the not naming and shaming Pakistan or a terrorist group in the joint statement. My question is, what in concrete terms is going to happen after this visit? Now we know it for a fact that there have been a little bit of cooperation from the Saudi side over the years on the issue of terrorism. Some people have been deported, extradited. But other than that, in really substantive terms, in terms of information sharing, intelligence sharing, I'm not aware of any major breakthroughs which have happened between India and Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
So after what has happened behind closed doors, do we really expect something? I'm not entirely convinced of it. No.
Sushant, why I was asking and why I mentioned Prime Minister going to the airport, because of course it breaks protocol, and possibly it gave these optics gave this sort of message out that if India is able to get something tangible from the Crown Prince when it comes to speaking about Pakistan, whether they are going to back India when it comes to, in fact, blacklisting Masood Azhar, because the same Crown Prince in Pakistan day before said blacklisting in United Nations should not be politicized. In that sense, did we just go overboard when it or putting our expectations on the Saudi visit?
Yes, I think so. See, number one, talking about blacklisting should not be politicized. I think that's a shoe which fits on the other foot as well. After all, what else have the Chinese done as far as blacklisting of Masood Azhar is concerned? They have politicized it. So if the Saudis and the Pakistanis are saying that the Chinese shouldn't politicize it, I'll welcome it. But clearly, this kind of dissemble and deception is part of what international relations and diplomacy is all about. But on the more substantive issue, see, the point is that on what basis do we expect the Saudis to actually deliver on what we expect out of them? Where is the disincentive which we hold out in case they don't deliver on what we want? So we always come out as these nice guys, these namby-pamby people who'll continue to make money. You'll make money out of them, they'll make money out of you. But when it comes to really the hard diplomacy, playing hardball on issues which we consider to be very important to our national security, at that point of time, do we really push the envelope? Whether it's Saudis, whether it's the Chinese, whether it's any other country.
Right.
Do we have a system of incentives and disincentives against people who hobnob with Pakistan? And if we are not going to have it, on what basis are we expecting that the others, simply because of our charm, will be swayed by it and play along? I don't think that's going to happen.
Sushant Sareen, thank you so much for putting things in perspective. As far as the joint statement is concerned, as Sushant Sareen was pointing out, disappointment and expectations possibly overriding what actual outcome was. For India to expect anything out of Saudi Arabia or China, the two key lifelines for Pakistan, we first need to have a cohesive approach, a policy to deal with these nations as well. Thank you so much, Sushant Sareen, for joining us. Breaking news coming in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.